Liquid's turn
Axe.
to pick. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Life Stealer.
Liquid's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Liquid's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Liquid's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Medusa.
Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Tinker!
Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Oh.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ladder, so very clearly
Absolutely. I think
Prepare for battle.
going back to the fact that because RG are on such strong hero player combinations, if Liquid beat them here, I feel RG is going to be pretty scared going into game 2 because they have issues. They've been allowed to get what it feels like they wanted to get into this game 1 with Liquid, with Arms. The finishing pick as well, the Alchemist. No Miracle, he's a bit of a madman on whatever he gets his hands on, but Alchemist, if he gets out of control at the start, it's going to be very hard for RG to control, isn't it? Especially when they're running Lina. So do you think, was the plan always to kind of have this Lina in the support position? Or do you think with RG they ever thought about putting him in Did anything from the lineup of Liquid cause them to move it away from it?
I imagine the Medusa going mid is just going to be the better. He can't really run
30
the up. He's not going to
seconds
farm
to
as well
battle.
against the Tinker as he is in this. More likely than just running him safe lane, they're looking to stack up a ton of going out whenever possible, setting up. Same for the Rubik. While you're roaming, whenever you're at a stack timing, make sure he's maybe going to be wants to be able to fall back into that jungle once he's 6, level 7, has some points in acid with it, gets an armlet
The
up, that's
battle
when he can start to
begins.
power.
Yeah, Phoenix is recent buff 7.04. It's getting better and better for the bird after quite a long period of time where back last year's epicenter where we was pinnacle of a Phoenix, and then it got knocked down really hard. But last update, what extra GPM on one of the talents, and it's mentioned the DS with the spirits, it can be pretty scary.
Plus 5 fire. It doubled.
Yeah.
It's double damage on fire. The GPM is also really nice. You may consider it to get the magic in fire spirit. Either one.
Oh yeah, it's one of the two, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they're both
okay,
amazing. It's the thing.
yeah.
It's like you get to this level 15, you're like, crap, I've got two of like the best level 15 talents. Which do you?
Fixered.
To start things off, we'll see what the plans as far as Liquid. They want to give some assistance to Matu, GH's at least. The big thing to point out is that Magnus not contesting the offlane, so Alchemist will have an uncontested free farm lane. Magnus looking to jungle farm it.
Mid lane, we saw bo2 just try for a bit of an attempt on some Matumba man. Off the mark there with the rolling ball. Not really a surprise to see GH coming to dead. Got to keep your eyes out on OP. Checking before, and I think he had over 70% win rate with IG. This is almost certainly got to be one of the heaviest focuses for in the earlier stages of the game. Gets ahead, is able to kind of stall the game. Pretty nasty, but as we keep saying, if the game goes on, the Alchemist and the Medusa are going to look at you and say, all right, we'll just keep farming these lanes, you keep pushing in. So they'll just continue to get bigger and bigger as it scales on.
Yeah, this looks like a fight greed with greed kind of approach
Certainly.
from IG. Burning's queued up his first time mine. He almost always has been going for the mines on his safe lane life stealer, but not even opting for, hey, there's no one in the lane. Neither team is going off lane. Both off laners are jungling. Mind Control didn't go Iron Talent field, but we'll see roams coming out from PH and below, but neither of these players pose major threats. They're more looking just to create space and get scattered from it. This is like, they're just kind of matching up against each other, trying to hopefully like get in, find the junglers, contest them. If you find a low HP, might find a kill. But realistically, all three cores plus like junglers are just, they're looking to create stacks right now. No big moves to actually be ready for kill. Rubik's just gone top lane.
Yeah, and in terms of when the action does actually kick off, I mean, IG with their lineup, I mean, trying to make something happen with the RP, it feels like it's going to be hard this game. There's just so many ways that Liquid can counteract an initiation. We said we're going to have Axe with the Blink Cool. You've got a Supernova, a Stone Gaze to worry out. There's so many ways that Liquid can stop IG trying to fight. And it feels like in a game where you've got the better farmers essentially on Liquid, that's going to be an issue for IG.
Yeah, it can be. They're going to have to, when they initiate, burst down that target really quickly before a Stone Gaze can come in. Sunray, Supernova type thing. That's where the Infest Bomb's really nice, because typically, I mean, you think you're Slider Lifestealer. This, you don't have the Slider with the amp damage, but you've got a Magnus RP, you've maybe got an Earth Spirit with a Stun Silence. You roll in with an Infest Bomb. That first target will die very quickly. Not many hero that can easily survive outside of perhaps and off the Silence, and then you can Stone Gaze off. I think IG have the right idea where they can just play the farming game. If Lifestealer manages to scale pretty well, they are going to have to eventually address Alchemist and how fast he's farming, but they're still going to hit their Magnus Blink, their Lifestealer Midas Armlet timing before Alchemist has like a Radiance style boosted travel for him.
Sure, and regarding the farm at the moment, of course, as we can last hits both safe laners, pretty much free farm entirely, on the same level. Last hits mid lane, a bit of an edge for the having better time. That help given out, but certainly struggling in this matchup. That for the most part has been one, and understandable, of course, that lazy make Matu to get all the CN, even with the snakes.
Goes not having the Iron Talon has going to go for the Tranquil Boot. So we may see him actually go to lane. So the fact he hasn't got the Iron Talon suggests he wants to get some early jungle levels and farm. Having some laning presence, perhaps that early smoke. Vic. Now we'll just jungling it up. Creed is game. Miracle in the safe lane. Zarmlet has the Soul Ring. Doesn't look like there's too many stacks because the jungle's being so actively used by the Axe. Downsides for Liquid. Have that super high power farming Alchemy. Fall back to the jungle with it.
I mean, is there a chance? Is it for sure going to be a power farm? Or is there a chance because he has sort of Solar Crest, Shadow Blade, Sneak, and because you've got this or do you think that's unlikely?
Was the way he used to play it a lot with bo2 Alchemist strats all the time out of Miracle. For that kind of Solar Crest, Sanjin Yash ability. I find it unlikely. We haven't seen an Alchemist played like that in a long, long time. And I feel the hero seems like he's natural fitted. So yeah, it's definitely viable, and it's the better build to have against Lifesteal, having a Solar item that Lifesteal struggles.
Bit of a go there. Right, and they will still hang around though.
Down here though.
Really want to try and make something happen. Miracle, of course, yet to hit level 6. He's very close, but he isn't going to have that Chemical Rage regen to help him out. 5G find an opening. bo2. 3 lines. Very aware that something is going on.
Yeah, he saw the Radiant Creature doing that disciple, so he didn't need it. Then he gets the Ghost Root here.
Yeah, he needs backup, and even if that came through, it's not going to be quick enough. Miracle surrounded, and IG find themselves first blood there.
A fool's first lesson is his last.
Get something in return here, closing the gap onto OP, moving in with the caller. TP will come through. The spins, they're not going to be there. Can they actually keep OP alive? That's the question now. It's just Q. There's no sort of defensive play that he can offer to survive, help the Tinker survive. But get themselves the kill in return.
Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower
Back,
is under
sorry.
attack.
Very good for Liquid there. We spoke about already how Matsumama slightly struggling in the farm department. Head to head against the Tinker. So going to in up a bit. Get that first blood on Miracle.
Gold going their way for the first blood, but Miracle, you can see kind of on the net worth hasn't been too much in terms of where he's at. You expect him to be top of the chart in the safe lane situation, but ultimately kills on the Tinker, slowing down that Lucius travel timing to me currently is maybe the bigger objective to take from him. Slightly better.
Ready to burn.
Burning with Midas Boot, going to probably be letting his team. Okay, perhaps I could go for an investing to push out my lane and then keep me somewhere if there's like a guaranteed kill, but presumably he's got nothing. So he doesn't want to rotate too early, but he also does, he can't just sit here farming all day long. He is going to get out farmed by Alchemist, so it's kind of that, where's that critical point where now he's going to be.
Bottom lane, there's a look for Miracle. He does have the armlet. Chemical Rage is still on cooldown though, so IG they've managed to take him down a second time on the safe lane. And Liquid, very nicely done as well. A few seconds, and if he had that rage, maybe he would have had a bit of a better chance. But as we're seeing, IG getting a lot of focus down there, and absolutely worth it as well. That Magnus involved is going to help him with impression if they can get that blinking and such timing, and especially before some of these key members of Liquid get their 6, like a moment Croaky still at level 3. If you're able to make things happen before such things as Supernova's a threat, it's going to be fantastic for this Lifestealer Magnus line.
Yeah, IG seem to have recognized that down bottom for the game, and Kuro, very under-leveled support. His spells have long cooldowns. They also require, this hero requires a lot of level. Those spells start to have power to progress in the early game. Kuro, good way out of this game.
We get across coming from the Timberman, but
under
amazing.
attack.
Held back, yeah, by Baboka. Kuroki trying to hide it out, but they have found him, and I've already used. Go down. Time of their lives down on that bottom lane. The top lane as well really is. Burning to have safe lane. We're seeing Miracle receiving pressure. Burning a lot less so. Mind Control is up here with GH, but two of them incredibly hard to catch a lockdown Burning. Going to be A-OK against just
The Dusa TP bottom, so there's overall threat life when your opposing team's two main cores that are doing well and farming are both carries, like Alchemist, neither of which games you.
Radiant's
Very
middle
free game
tower
as a
is under attack.
push very fast, power, aggressive.
The jungle here, nice setup as they come in with the kickback, looking to bring down Matumba. He's out of mana. The backup though from Kuroki. bo2 won't quite have enough damage to bring him down.
Kind of approaching that point where supporters by themselves.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alchemist and Medusa are very
Dire's top
tanky,
tower is
so
under
they want to get
attack.
those kills. They need the life stealer fed. They need Tinker rotation. Tinker until he has the boost of cavalry.
Top lane. Got the lane in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bothered by that. Armlet.
That did incredibly well for IG. To find a few kills on Alchemist to slow down his timing. He's not farming all the carries that Alchemist he does with free farm, so I think all in all this is a dream start. And they're going to hit this Lifestealer Armlet timing at a similar time to Magnus's late.
And yeah, talking about Blinks, Mind Control's just picked us up at the side shot. So they've got to make something happen. They can bring down Burning Tip. Oh, he messes up! Oh! He forgot to press Blink.
I don't think he has that. I mean, Kaboka's in the perfect spot to counter initiate.
I mean, maybe, but hey.
It doesn't look pretty, but I think that was for the best.
Okay.
He may not know it. It may
It's-
take watching the replay for him to realize that's good
Plan.
that he messed up, but worked out.
He was just testing his Q back. Oh, oh no, he cancelled it then. Mind Control, is he going to be... Oh yeah,
ready
pause.
for it.
It looks like there's an issue with the
okay.
Blink. I think his Blink key is broken. Hey, look, that's what it looks like to me, gods. He can't seem to blink. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Because that... I mean, I don't know. He was by a lot of creeps burning. If he got that initial blink in...
He doesn't have his armlet too, so it would have been like
Oh,
a...
man.
I mean, the Rubik infestors have been damaged.
Does Burning realise?
Find out. Rubik will get like insta-stun silence.
Here we go. Mind Control gets the good call in there. We'll go in on to Burning, but he gets the chance to raise the silence onto 2, and now the turnaround from IG. They'll take down 1. Mind Control will get out. Maybe we would have seen, yeah, the same happen even if he got the first blink.
I mean, that's the thing. If Rubik can follow it up with a telekinesis and a Fate Bolt for some extra damage to set up the call, it's great, but Rubik gets insta-stunned, insta-silence. Rubik doesn't get spells off there. So without that, yeah. Boca, perfect map awareness in the right spot. He's well known for this Earth Spirit. Kind of under level 2.
Radiant's
before,
bottom
but
tower is under
he's
attack.
definitely achieved a lot.
Radiant
He's
structures
constantly
are
moving around the
fortified.
map, against the bottom lane.
Dire's
He's
top tower is
getting
under
his
attack.
really good scouting information. Got a couple more heroes. Yes. Oh, nice link. Blocks the roll.
Getting the setup. Baroka, he has got backup on the way, so Mind Control will probably have to be a little bit careful. Silence, and then the RPE. Oh my goodness.
Radiant's
XXS.
bottom
A
tower
lot of love for the Phoenix there as he brings him down. And yeah, in return, G8 RPing the RP at XXS. Really are back, but Mind Control's got the call. They will be able to take down the Magnus and find their favourable trade there. GH, at the end of the day, with the better RP.
Man, but not the end of the world for IG, who still managed to push down that bottom tower. They're really starting to press forward now. Lifestealer's getting involved, so we see Burning come online.
We've got a replay here of the broken blink. As we see there,
China.
Mind Control. There we have it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Poor old Mind Control. But as we were saying, probably wouldn't.
Illusion.
IG at this point are going to be the aggressors. They're versing a very greedy draft with Alchemist together. They've got the boost to travel, they've got the infest bomb. They can start finding these pickoffs. Well and truly, they just start fighting. He doesn't want to farm anymore. Midas armor.
Radiant's
Fights
bottom
like this.
tower is under attack.
Going to be impressive to see close to Miracle's Alchemist. It did obviously die a couple of times.
It's hard to play this axe now for Mind Control because typically you get this Blink Dagger as your first item. You want to go around, start using some moves, find some pickup. You've got two points that can't really do a whole lot with you. The Deuce and Alchemist both can farm. Even with supports, Phoenix and Pacific aren't really supports that pair up great with an axe in terms of damage output.
Radiant's
G8
middle tower is under attack.
spell for some extra damage.
Radiant
like
structures
Shockwave,
are fortified.
Laser good, but if you think Axe Blink Call, then you want to have like a follow-up. Sunstrike, some nice nukes coming out. There's little good partner with this guy.
Perfect hold on the flies here. Throw the stun out onto Felina. Turns toward Burning. Burning. Rips down GH. And the Supernova Stone Gaze combo coming in from the back lines. But Superman, he's caught XXS. But will skew away back in time. And holds back a second. So at the end of the day, that was a fight that GH looked to kick off there with the tele opening. Miracle wanted to join in, but Burning, he just walked in and he walked out. He got the kill.
The good, you can see where the
top
synergy
tower
in Liquid's
is
draft
under
is there
attack.
with that Supernova Stone Gaze at mid. They came very close to getting a couple key kills on the Magnus, especially, but they were just a little bit short. They lacked that extra bit of damage after their support. Had some great team fight present. When you look at spells like Supernova, the Fire Spirit, Sunray, but have that good way to finish off.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Which
attack.
Liquid are kind of struggling for right now. They don't
Radiant's middle
fight all
tower
that well.
is
Even
fallen.
with these big ultimates, like they have team fight presence, they lack that team fight damage until they get more farm. Until they have Miracle with Radiant, Manta style offering to get big on this Alchemist before Liquid are ready to go.
XXS is quite well queuing. Midas for himself after the blink.
Yeah, they can play the greed game. It's not like a, Liquid's draft is greedy, automatically lose. Good IG's draft like it necessarily fall off. As much as Lifesteal is not really a hero you want to always go late in the game with, he's got Empower this game. His vehicles, he won't get kited as badly because Tinker's going to ultimately probably have like a Blink Hex, so he can help control the Alchemist. It's got like the Magnus who's going to have all relay refreshes, so I think IG have to be too worried about ending this game fast, despite there being an Alchemist. But if anything, they can look at this game like we've actually slowed down the Alchemist farm enough that we can play at our own pace, a pace that suits IG.
Love to catch. Got Eisenhower very close to the blink dagger. Mind control with initiation. Team coming through though. The spins weren't there. Mind control. It nearly ends up going down to the tower hit. They'll chase forward, trying to find him. XXS goes forward, securing the shockwave. Finds the kill. But Superman, he already used the Stone Gaze. He's now on the run out, but Provoker on the chase, and with Burning coming in from the sideline. But Superman now caught without the ultimate. He'll go down as well. And IG reacting to Liquid's attempt to make something happen on that top lane absolutely perfectly. I mean, Mind Control jumps in under the tower, but there just wasn't any follow-up.
One of those games where it feels like as much as you don't want to go greedy on your off lane as well as your two cores, it's like what this blink timing comes and then you don't have great ways to use it.
Attack.
One of those things where often as like an axe in these games you want to go Vanguard first or something.
Radiant
Pick up
structures
because
are
you
fortified.
get the blink too fast and your team aren't ready
Radiant's
to gate
top
with the
tower
blink dagger,
is
it
under
doesn't offer a
attack.
whole lot. And that's what looks like it's happened for Liquid. They've got this blink, they're trying to make these smokes, but outside of perhaps committing like bringing the Deuce and Phoenix, which I guess is the idea, so you have this
Radiant's
big
top
ultimate, it's
tower
very hard
has
to
fallen.
actually find pickoffs. Axe is kind of like the pickoff catch hero, but you don't have any good gankers to go with him. You have team fighters, so I think they're kind of trying to team fight without the actual farm to back it up. Like a Matu with a Perseverance, phase boots, and more items like on. It's not going to offer.
Driving that pop gank attempt. What about gank attempt? Superman being eyed up by IG. Straight in they go, the four of them. Remember, Laguna Blade from Q. They bring down the Medusa. Second time. Gameplay, 11 for 3. IG certainly seems strong control on this game.
Fighting these rotations, they've found like just the right amount. I talked about them fighting greed with greed, going for the Midases, having this very passive early game. They recognize that, okay, the first 10 minutes we've got everything we needed to with our kind of farming style. Now it's time to up the ante, go for these
Radiant's
kills, put the
top
pressure
tower
on,
is
don't
under
let Medusa
attack.
hit her item timings. As long as one of the cores of Liquid being shut down, you're in a pretty good spot. Alchemist, yeah, he's starting to pull ahead, but Medusa, alternatively, if you're killing the Alchemist while Medusa gets a bit of farm, you're okay with that as well. But IG are farming across cores, they're finding kills on one of the key Liquid heroes, and it doesn't feel like
Radiant's
Alchemist
top tower is
comparison
under
between
attack.
Alchemist and Medusa.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We'll take that.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Deso, he's partway to his Assault Crest, close to halfway there. Can take Rojan fairly soon. IG are doing a very good job of making sure they secure objectives and not just play this greedy style with Liquid.
Now starting breakaway. Burning definitely
An Alchemist game, you want to be ahead probably 5 or 10 minutes ago. Too late for the Alchemist to start pulling ahead. He's probably going to start pulling ahead even more unless he gets ganked a bit. Or maybe if IG like take Roshan's racks, that's where he starts.
Radiant's bottom
Crash,
tower
but
is under attack.
it's not a concern. Like that's not a lead at all. He needs to be like 5k net worth lifesteal to be able to fight the lifesteal. Now there's such good lockdown and control in the fight with the Earth Spirit, the Magnus, stuff like the open wounds. Tough for Mirror. Perhaps the Mantle will help a little bit, getting out of some of those battles like the open. And then once you finally feel like you're
Radiant's bottom
tanky
tower
enough
is
and
under
found enough to
attack.
fight the lifesteal, well then there's a Tinker to worry about. He's going to have an
Dire's
Aghanim
top
Scepter,
tower
so
is under attack.
getting laser on you and all your Mantle Lucians or
Dire's
teammates, like
top
you
tower has fallen.
get wrecked by this.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tower for IG. Bottom at the same. Getting around the pip.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That should help.
So, do you think is it just too risky really to look for Roshan whilst our enemies are alive? I mean they'll smoke up. Surely this is going to be a smoke and a kill attempt.
Pick then Roche. If you go into Roche, you're kind of setting yourself up to you feel like you're doing better. You're finding the kills, you're taking objectives, and you recognize that they're in the advantageous position. Putting yourself in the Roshan pit against Stone Gaze and Supernova is a good way to kind of throw that lead. So they'll play it safe. Just go for the pick off, go for the key kill, and they'll find it.
Yeah, Boca, he goes for the blind boulder smash. Won't be able to hit it off. The rest of his teammates.
Could still theoretically Roche now. They see Alchemist bottom. They like to be down there as well. Multiple keys out, but still, again, it's slightly risky. Bottom shows himself. He kind of goes missing. I think ideally they want to get themselves. Otherwise, they're going to have to position. And if not the pick off, then at least get Tinker's Accept with that. The real good catch where there's this fourth pick Tinker right when they turn the Duke effective as well. So just one of OP's best fits the game as a good counter pick for the Medusa in the mid lane against a lineup that really struggles to find the Tinker hit him off. And as mentioned, once he gets his Accepted, they are in the Roshan pit, so you're likely to come and lay down to kind of a test happen. You see Miracle bottom, and I think without Alchemist there, they feel.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, who have this great Roshan team. Being used to not. There's also the chance not one. They respect how I.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
You have no vision around there. They have good vision around there. Even, I don't think they saw them go into the pit. It's to like the north, south. If you go in kind of blind into IG's walk there, and they even have a sentry, the IG's going to get the jump point. So much of this game comes down to whether the Axe can initiate before the Magnus or the Earth. Lifestealer and Festbomb will instant hero. If that happens to like a core hero in the fight, they want to try
Radiant's
to get the
middle
Axe
tower is under
onto
attack.
an Earth Spirit or something before they get there.
Really seems like games as well that are kind of rare for Liquid when they really struggle to hit it off in the farm.
Radiant's
Nearly being
middle
matched by
tower
Mind
has
Control's
fallen.
axe. And Mind Control himself, he's been having a tough time finding kills. Granted, he's been doing a lot of farming himself in his own.
Radiant's middle tower
But
is under
this
attack.
Medusa's still not in the position in D, and it feels like this game, a lot of weight is on Miracle. He has got the farm, he is hitting the timings now on the Alchemist. They need him to game.
Yeah,
They need him to buy the space and create the time that Liquid.
Skipping waves here, knowing that there's push coming mid.
Got a movement speed.
Much as possible. Probably assume. And IG will range. If you don't make that play there where you creep wave, they take the tier 3 tower with rage. It's this casual slow siege. You go way back to like TI2 era, or the Chinese teams with Lifestealer back then. You go on the high ground, you rage. Rage is a second away from wearing off, you back off. It's just slow, steady. There's no real counterplay unless you've got a good KD piercing initiation. Even then, it's a Lifesteal with an Aegis. So if you waste like a big ultimate on that, like an Axe, or even your Axe goes into Polar Lifestealer, Axe is going to die. And best case scenario, you take an Aegis and you've lost like 2 of them. Slow, steady siege. coming. This time the creep wave has not been skipped, and IG are ready for round 2 at the tower.
They've got good high ground potential. At the same time, Liquid do have ways to counteract it. Mind Control will jump in, start to bring Burning back.
Gonna waste the rage. That's a good play from Mind Control. The second he rages, he just wants to hit the tower for 2 seconds, then back off, and he makes sure that Burning doesn't get any damage on the tower, because you don't do anything to respond, he will slowly take your base and push IG back a little bit.
Double damage.
They are. Want to try and catch IG before they go for that next high ground push. Again, from the sideline, it's to my man. Mind Control. Down for the base.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
It's all about Mind Control's cool. Here's their initiation. Perfectly.
Throw in the front is gonna. Oh, with the sentry.
They see it. Find that jump. Back in. Burning back on towards the tower.
Radiant's middle
Tower down. Burning looking towards Miracle Golden. Gets one. He will catch the Earthspirit immediately coming into the middle with the Supernova. And that will also IG to spread. The Stone Gates is down as well. The IG have got to seriously think about fighting back into this one. Now that the ults are down, maybe, but they've lost an Earthspirit. Burning will turn towards Kuroki, but immediately out with the dive. Miracle again, just cutting the creep, trying to destroy this push. Fiend RP, Fuse there with a follow-up, but the Laguna Blade, it slashes from Burning and he rips him down.
It's a nice attempt, like IG were so good at responding to that. The second they saw that dive in with the Kuro just supernova to the middle 5 heroes, knowing that the Stone Gaze would protect him, and IG didn't try and kill him, they just split. They 5-man ran away from the egg and left the Earth Spirit to die, but they even killed the Axe before Earth Spirit even went down. Axe was dead. Miracle came close to getting the Tinker, but then Tinker keeps healed himself up. Not looking good for him.
And as we did see, we saw the effectiveness of the freeze. The first pre-wave coming up close. It did slow down there. See, Mind Control's in again with the core, trying to rip Burning away from the rack whilst he's raged up. Doing their best to slow it. They don't want to buy back, it looks like, on Miracle. They want to wait that 20 seconds. Liquid can make. Except that this Rax is gone.
Probably
at
better.
least the melee, at least.
They give up the Rax rather than the out buy. But use the out buyback, he dies again, it's game over. Even if he doesn't die again, it slows down the off timing by such a big margin that it's not better off you lose a Rax. Like losing 1 melee Rax is not a massive problem for a lineup with a mid and an out. They can play down a melee Rax. They were going to lose their shrines anyways once that's down, so we'll probably IG regroup, take down some of the shrines bid, wait for the next Roshan before going high ground. Very kind of methodical play coming out of the gaming team.
Money to burn.
But they're going to have to get whatever items they can get as soon as possible. Medusa only now has a link. Yasha to go with it. Matu, the highlight, has really struggled to find farm this game. Not being a very mobile hero. That's where Axe was actually managed to get farm. He can like push out lane, has the blink, kind of escape any route. Very slow, sluggish, not very mobile, and if you're caught out, you're kind of just dead. Even with the Stone Gaze that you can kind of play, there's enough disables. Don't really have the ability to farm places on that.
It's like a lot of elements of Liquid. Not kicked it off this game. I mean, it also just struggled to find the levels on this. Quite far behind. That level 1 super. Still just level 8 at 28. Little slow for this Phoenix.
Burning gets a heart now, so rotate.
Forward on the Max XS sees them, he'll only get 2. He won't get G8. And now G8 comes back in. Doesn't matter,
Miracle now. He needs to cover himself. He doesn't really want to fight. The Stone Gaze he might though. We're going to have to kind of turn tail and run away from that for now.
They will catch the Earth Spirit up on the high ground. Burning still pretty much our OP and XXS, they're ready for another fight.
Burning skills up with the heart regen, then he's back in, he'll start
Radiant's bottom
lane.
is under attack.
And the power damage is buffed up even further by this high stress. Do that strength, there's no real good response to Burning at this stage.
Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
Burning down a little bit here, we'll turn straight towards the Miracle. Manta, there's concoction onto Burning, time to damage if any phase at the moment on his bit.
There's like 50 damage of right click from Medusa onto the lifestealer with all his armor, and he's got, yeah. Good luck bringing down Burning.
How do you...
He gets the free evasion at level 20 as well with his talent, I imagine. Motion Seed is kind of nice, but seeing evasion against Alchemist seems go. Gonna increase it if HP even. He is close to that 6 point. He's going Butterfly as his final item. At least he's queued it up for now.
We'll take that.
I think he recognizes evasion's going to be super valuable. How do you farm an MKB through this Medusa? It has no items whatsoever. Alchemist can theoretically farm an evasion piercing item, but you're an Alchemist, you don't want to. Givers, then you start pulling Aghanim Scepters perhaps. Maybe you get an AC in there, an Abyssal. And is very hard to counter. Line up with this.
Well, I mean, as we've kind of said, his best bet at this moment really is to make sure these fights don't happen around the...
Split push,
and they're hunting for him. But I mean, they could...
Like itemized, like Shadow Blade on Magnet, like catch and pick off items, find him, catch him immediately. They'll go for the shrine instead. Lurk around that top lane and they'll
Invisibility.
there in time.
In this game, I think a lot of people wouldn't have expected IG to give game one a... I mean, it is the first game at LAN. Can be a bit... IG.
The hard thing for a liquid draft like this is they probably theory crafted that this is like a good counter to what Chinese teams are. Lifestealer, how you've got this team fight with Medusa, Stone Gaze with the Supernova. Phoenix is good against it.
Can they kill Burning? They've got 4 heroes here surrounding him. GH will kind of tentatively lift him up, but the rest of them say, no, we can't kill the Lifestealer. We've got to go for the rest. They'll jump in on the back line. XXS falling low, but he forces himself up. They've killed the action return. Will RP the Medusa, but XXS doesn't end up going down. GH, again with the stolen RP, able to slow Burning down a little bit. Great that they just don't have the damage to go for it. Miracle on the back line, trying to cut across, was able to get a second. He'll look towards Burning. Will continue to chase this down, but he cannot go for it, especially level 20. Did go for that evasion talent. There is just no way they can cut through that Lifestealer. Even if there's 5 of their heroes and 1 of the Lifestealer, I still question how, if they can kill it.
He walked into 4 and they ignored him and grabbed him back. Kind of says it all.
Kind of going on full course to dispatch of this Alchemist. Miracle has got the backup with Broken Sunray. Can they keep the Alchemist alive? It looks like they will be able to. Around, maybe seeing if the concoction was to hold back out. But as we're seeing, as unkillable Burning is, and then Miracle, surrounded by the majority of IG, they could quite kill him.
Main difference between the two, while both being kind of unkillable, is very a hell of a lot of damage. This Alchemist can do damage, it's just nowhere comparable to what the Lifestealers do. Has reached that 6-slot Alchemist at a reasonable-ish time, like you normally see around 28, 30 minutes, and he still can progress item-wise, but these 6 items is normally around the 28 minutes, so it's a little bit slower, but it's less, not so much Miracle's timing those items, it's where the rest is at in terms of farm, and where IG's at. IG is for farm, they've got Lifestealer, they've got Tinker, they've got map control, Roche control, that Roche is about to reset the max timer. Probably doesn't matter for IG too much, that's
God, look at this. Kind of, we're not doing great. The X and Y on the cheap.
They have a cheap cost-effective item you can buy at this point. I guess the Manta's like the one of the... With all the buffs, I think he's just rating the sign slightly above the Manta. And the Manta Legion's dying incredibly fast to, like, main benefit is get out of some spells.
Islands. Does have backup from the team, but Burning looking towards the man. This is a chance for Stone Gaze, and that will force Burning back.
Still win for IG. That's Stone Gaze on cooldown. They can use that to secure themselves. They're going to smoke and actually look to fight, perhaps. Sure, there's a whole lot Liquid can do to win a TP fight without both Stone Gaze and Super. Blink out and chasing down. He's got Burning inside him.
first time to go to their OP and all with the blink forward.
Ooh, they never miss.
Down the Phoenix. I mean, I looked at this game 2. What's the biggest issue, do you feel? Is there going to be here that we're not going to see let IG get their hands on?
They may change some of their bans to like deny burning the life source, for example, but I think this is very much like the theory crafted draft. Probably it's the kind of draft you can't really necessarily practice. Perhaps they maybe had some scrim practice against some of the Chinese teams, but like to me it feels like a draft that was heavily theory crafted, but maybe tested and practiced. Stop this road from happening, they may kind of salvage this game or at least give themselves a chance.
Burning in onto the Timberman. The Timberman falling low, has the back. Miracle on the front lines, trying to kind of pull IG away from Liquid themselves. Acting as a distraction. I mean, he's toggling around. Back into the pit. He's trying to do something there with the Sun Ray, but isn't going to happen as IG take Aegis on the live stealer.
That Raider looked to forward down another lane, thinking side lanes pushed out a bit. A lot harder for the Alchemist to go that annoying play at this stage with that IG side, and bottom lane is where IG are going to be.
Have all the odds.
Build this level in Supernova. It doesn't seem to have mattered so much anymore. Being the egg, like dying or anything, it's just it's always been paired up with this case. So regardless of what stun duration increase, leveling it up.
He's got a complete.
I really have this. I could drop his face theoretically. Oh, I mean, he's damn hard right now.
Will be called XXS with the RP only onto one though. A lot of chances. There's Miracle Edge on the backlines already with the BKB trying to bring down OP. In fact, with the edge, they do they can. They'll take it down. It's someone with the Stone Gauge forcing IG to back. They've actually caught XXS on the sidelines as well. He'll use himself up. Burning to try and get them off XXS, and they will. He'll allow XXS to blink out. Miracle gets bursted, will buy back. OP to zap down the bird.
I think a good time to Tinker buyback there. You know this is like the fight where you're taking back. Your opponent's a chance to buy back. Tinker, they've just used their ultimate, so it's less about like using your buyback to force a rack, but more about knowing that you can fight with those big ultimates down and knock together, bring them down.
Wesley's down, jumps forward again for round 2 and brings down mind control. Right back on the axe. IG, melee racks, Burning stick around for the bonus. Wow.
Stick around in this game, and things can turn with one good fight to picking up an item or two.
Is there any axe that could... That is what he's going for now. Who can he give this to?
GH on the
I'm thinking GH
it's either
as well.
that or I mean, the Phoenix save is kind of nice because you can put a teammate in the egg and keep the bind.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
one of the two.
Yeah, what GH kind of good spells. It's going to be very nice for high ground at that.
Magnus has struggled to kind of cover his RP, but I think more testament to GH and how on point he has been with timing of his RP skills.
If he gets if he gets given the Aghanim power, suddenly Medu's got damage. You know what I mean with that aura?
Bad option.
Having that burning tower. Still has that Aegis.
Will get him back up so yeah, that he takes a big chunk of damage. Sit around, wait for that regen to kick in, and then pelt away on this tier 3 tower once again. There is a glitch to protect it, but got to engage.
Burning away. Careful how close they get. They know that that Magnus is good for an RP potential. Will once again be forced. Half for IG.
full minute left on the Aegis, so they will continue to tower. Again, one of these things, careful with that buyback there.
Back on the burning.
Radiant's
Try and get it off, but
Miracle.
does get Stewart back. Stuns himself. OP down the rearm, ready for round 2. Bringing it down by Michael comes in place and protect Miracle with the pull onto Tinker. They'll bring down OP, and of course, this is a man that's going to be dead for a long time. As buyback almost certainly still on cooldown from that engagement down on the bottom lane earlier. He's out for 30 seconds. And IG push back, so that's only going to be 90 seconds. IG unlikely try and make a hunt happen. Map slow does open back up for Aghanim's house. Just a few hundred away from point.
invisibility.
That from this box farm and goes. Pause. It's unlikely to be active.
Surely it goes Rubik. And with GH, he's playing like
That's
but that man's
you do it based on
absolutely. You know how well your teammates play.
Illusion.
Hugging Kuro.
Or is it? Is it Takuro? I mean,
Dire's middle tower
the
is
boss,
under
you know what I mean?
attack.
You gotta please the boss.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Get that Medusa or Alchemist in the egg and save
True.
their life. It's definitely a game-winning kind of. Similarly, a Rubik with an egg.
It can be a game yes,
Yes.
Dire's
so
middle
we'll see which
tower
way it goes
has
around
been
here.
denied.
With the tendency. Try and find some oh my goodness, there's the up, but GH! This man, give that man an ag. He comes in with the stolen RP. Out they come with the supernova, but there's the second RP again from XXS into the 3-man light truck. But they brought down Bernie. Liquid are somehow doing okay in this fight, and I've got to say, it's this GH. He's hit more RPs than Magnus has this
They
game, but
lost
it looks like it
Outgo.
doesn't
Repeat.
matter yet.
Dagon
OP
5.
just cleaning up as he comes forward. Mind Control isn't going to be able to hit the call. They'll get Matuma man out. DH looking to try and escape. There's going to be the jump forward. It's low on mana. If he had a bit of it, he would have turned around and gone for the kill. Oh, Mind Control's actually come in and actually gets the dunk down onto the Magnus. So Mind Control sacrificed himself there to bring down XXS. And again, when Liquid are kind of behind, well, I say kind of, they are, you know, 2 sets of racks down. Skill trades like that work out because you've got the buyback. Magnus hasn't for 60. Again, you're creating more time where IG are going to be unable to close the game out.
It's like a time for Medusa kind of game. Like at this point, Alka's there, he's 6-slotted, he's not getting any more farm, but Medusa's the one that needs to get.
I mean, we saw pretty much 3 kind of flashy RPs. The first one there from XXS catches 3, but EA's just straight in to hold them back.
They actually managed to have the damage to kill off Burning. That was impressive.
Then again, we'll have this policy. Liquid is able to house long enough to get trades in return. OP, of course, still burst damage there.
Still concerned, like, what's the long-term goal? Like, where are you headed with this? You look at IG, they've got a refresh on Magnus, so their late game is very impressive. Earth Spirit, got Saint Selena, all the support to farm on the Dire side. Like, I still feel like Liquid are going to have to scale. They're slightly come out on top of that fight, they hold on, but they still got 20 seconds without Alchemist. He actually does not have buyback right now. Yeah, another Rax, careful.
Radiant
No
structures.
Stone Gaze now. That's actually a really big problem. Losing Stone Gaze means you don't
Get mega hit. No really interesting mid lane that they can look after. Miracle will be back in a couple of seconds. Bringing him back, but XXS is in there with the RP. Supernova comes out. They have managed to hold GH back with the stun. If he gets in, they could clean up, and in fact, it looks like they're doing it anyway. Miracle heading forward. Taking down Q. There's GH again with the RP to control Burning. Oh, he also got OP in as well.
Burning's still fighting though.
I mean, Burning's turning, and this lifesteal is bringing him right back up. Miracle with the stun to hold back the Earth Spirit. Miracle going for really wants to try and find that lifestealer kill. Can he actually do it? He's got to back up his Earth Spirit, comes in for the cover. XXS will be the new target. Viewers away. Do they have detection? And I think the answer is no, not on those two. Was on the front line, so XXS get away with his life. Again, I mean, gee. Really did. He did have to buy back for that defense. His RPs, I really feel the game would have been over 10 minutes if he hadn't been hitting.
So on point. Like, there's Magnus with his cast time. It's actually, if Rubik is perfect with his spell steal, it's impossible to stop him killing that RP. And every single time he's instant on it. He could try look to use Empower on himself or Shockwave after it, but always right away has it. They killed the egg. That's the first fight where I feel they've actually managed to get the egg. He got the egg with the axe inside too. That was the double kill. That was really nicely done by Q. And that was something that was kind of mentioned when the lean pick came out by the panel, was that Soul's actually not bad at dealing with that egg. So seeing it as kind of a pseudo solution from a support hero at that. So.
Got to give credit as well to GS. GH got the RP onto both Burning and 3-man boulder smash. They couldn't. So close.
Very well. Even at the end there when he kicks Burning out just to help him retreat, like he's the very little thing. Help the cause. Hero with a boulder smash, and it looks like IG.
They're a little scared.
You know, those ultimates are coming back up. The team fight is back for Liquid. Machu's got Butterfly and the Blink. He can position very well for his Stone Gaze with this Blink Dagger.
He's coming back into him. I really saw him struggling at the start. You know, he was on the same net worth as this axe. Now he's doubling Mind Control. So he buckled down, sets his head in the game. And now, Butterfly and Blinky's a big threat in these.
Against the range, the Alchemist can cause problems. Does have the MKB to deal with the Butterfly, but the item adds some help elsewhere. Right. Problem is, the longer you stand if you're Liquid, bottom lane's going to push, top lane's going to at some point. Otherwise, that range racks at the top, your tier 4 towers are going to start getting chipped away. I wouldn't even mind seeing like Tinker TP bottom, push out lane. He TP's top, he has that idea. Push out these lanes. Kuro! Oh. He managed the egg? I think he went for the egg, but actually he doesn't want an egg. He's got the -20 respawn time. He respawns very quickly. Looks like he's trying to out.
Trying to pull him away from it. In fact, he has to get bursted down low. Positive EKB, burning from the raise though. We're going to find Mind Control charge from Blink. Won't catch anyone. Back into the hit.
Radiant's Roshan has unlocked to the dungeon.
Give Tinker the Aegis this time. That felt like something they would have wanted to happen last time. Burning as stinky as he is, very hard to kill, has a lot of protection from his team. Tinker, he ever gets there on top of it, Tinker, he's just dead. So giving the Aegis seems like a good way to move forward with this game. Item slot limitation. Bloodthorn at last final item. Does have the cheat. What Liquid could do if they can hold once more. Tough out. They have got some buybacks. Theirs, they won't have that GH group.
You've got is this going to go to himself, or do you think?
Better on Medusa in some ways.
Straight into the middle there. And managed to pull the rest of IG away from Burning though. Burning on the front lines, of course, doesn't have that Aegis. They get it open, he can't get it out. He's down.
They split them up so well. Isolate Burning, then they stun him up with the Stone Gaze, and able to, if he gets the cheese off there, perhaps IG can salvage it, but great initiation. So that's why Miracle being that frontline tank, his job is just run at the back line and keep them busy. He's very hard to kill, and the Medusa with the rest of the support down Burning there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What have we here?
But as you said, this absolutely makes it.
Money to burn.
Important right to carry at this point. 5 balls possible, feed up another ag. Where this one could go. We talked about GH the Rubik surfing one at this point, but maybe you give it to Medusa for stats. Medusa nag, give her a moonshot, give her everything. It's all about the Medusa.
So I still feel for GH though. Yeah, I know that. Good up agony. One day Miracle.
What do I need to do?
I mean, at the same time, it could be like, well, I get RP every time. Axe doesn't do anything for that, so it's wasted. Because he's literally just looking for the RP, so maybe that's what it is. He's not really wanting to steal anything else.
Any other...
Oh, here we go. In a lot of trouble. Pots to BKB, not in a lot of trouble.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nice
attack.
try, IG. Try again. I've got friends this time.
Is he RPs? Go for an RP there. You've got double RP, using it for... Burning was maybe far away or something. Settle down and have another go with this Aegis. They've still got 2 minutes, so it's not like they're a major time or anything. The last Mega Creeps is not game over is the other thing, but still want to make sure you get it. It makes it a lot harder. Liquid have to then prioritize defending, pushing a lot more than you definitely want to get it, but the game will still go beyond Mega. And you've got to, at some point, you have to fight them when they're.
There we go, Miracle once again with the walking the back line of strategy works. Now with defenses again. They get the grip and the stone gaze. RP comes through from XXS. 1 to 3. Powered burning, starting to rip through them, but in comes the swoop from Kuroki with the supernova. Who's he got him side by the spirit? And the Tumberman, he kept the Tumberman, safety from the second RP. Forward.
Didn't get the RP. I perhaps misclicked onto the life steal because he stole effect. And the life steal was on top of the Magnus when he went in for the blink RP, so it looked like EH for the first time in the entire game. It's like hard to like point out like, oh, he made a mistake, but it was not even a mistake. He stole an RP like 7 of 8 times.
He knows that the refresh is there. He's like, I won't steal the first one, I'll steal the second. Here we go again, burning straight forward. Mind control with the pull to bring him back. Bayesian just doing a lot for burning.
Radiant's top
Live and landing to take down the range rate. The back line, round again. I mean, I can't say they've been completely left alone on the front line. Will be taken down.
Man slam, but that's kind of what his job has been. Keep the other 4 heroes distracted and allow the rest of Liquid to actually find kills, because Miracle like is kind of 1v. He's not expecting to get kills in those 1v3, 1v4 scenarios. He's just trying to stay alive and keep here busy. Prevent his blink from going off. His radiance is like the key thing. Tinker can't blink in to help burning on the front lines to help Magnus.
Curry out there, jumping again, buyback this time.
Radiance
Travels onto the front, the Mega's around, towards burning, do can follow up. Some game, PRG, they're just backing away. They will get down the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
for Mon. Get it, Miracle. The chase down will get for Boca, and Burning says, right, I'm out of this car, this is not going anywhere.
Boca will save him if he needs. He's got that stone activate remnant. Hold the ball.
Oakley's actually coming on the back line, interesting enough, and this will just turn and bring down the Tinker. Bit of an interesting position for Oakley to find himself in. Burning. Back towards Miracle. KB so he can walk off the open wounds, and now mind control comes in. Boca's still there. Wolf's burning back. This as well onto Miracle, making sure that he can't come out. Stuns himself. Burning turns towards the Alchemist, trying to hold it off when it came around the man style. XXS RP's nothing. Doesn't manage to catch the...
Oh, we got the Yules though.
Oh, and he
Great
cancels the TP. They will almost certainly do indeed bring down Miracle. He does not have buyback. Out for 110 seconds. The rest of Liquid will get themselves back to safety. Chaos, the Timberman was able to get Curry out to the secret shop at the MKB. Oh, Miracle.
Right there, Miracle did a nice job expecting the RP coming in, dodges it to the north, but then XSX scouts him with the Shivers to set up the Yule's cancel. So great plays from both the cores there, and now without Miracle alive, worry for good space here. They will just kind of hug the tier 4s. The nice thing is you're not worried about having to defend racks anymore. You can just stand right by your tier 4s with the maneuvers right in the way.
Sentry here, immediately with the corners to Stone Gate. This could be a good opening for him to go for it. Magnus moves himself up, trying to survive, just to get the skewer back onto Matumberman. Follow through Boulder Smash with the boat. Down. Matumberman with his own blink, forced up to the high ground. As Liquid will keep Matumberman alive. Fine time.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
using the
has
Stone
fallen.
Gaze again, now they don't really have any good defense tools. But 4 towers are already burning.
Not enough as Liquid to start to melt.
10%.
There'll be a buyback from the Timberman. But IG
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is
no buybacks on the rest of them. The Timberman zoned and out of the fountain is fallen. IG will finally end up closing the game. We kind of expected a